This quick stop video will give you a basic understanding of how to set up a temperature logging session using our USB-5104 4-channel temperature logger and our USB-5100 series software package. The USB-5104 records data from up to 4 thermocouples as well as ambient temperature with an internal thermistor. The logger also has a convenient LCD display giving the user vital information about the operation of the USB-5104. With the use of our software, you can configure the logger for various data logging scenarios. Connect the USB-5104 using the supplied USB cable. Now launch the USB-5100 software package. Next, click on the launch icon in the upper left-hand corner to get started. From the launch logger screen, you can check the status of the installed logger, select the thermocouple types, configure the alarms, as well as the filters, and last determine how you want to deploy the logger. The status screen shows you the vitals of the logger. From here, you can get the serial number and firmware version. You can also see the remaining battery level, memory, and details about your current configuration. Next, you want to configure the USB-5104. You start by selecting your channels and sensor type. Now enter a name for your sensors. If needed, you can also set up your alarm conditions and add some filtering options if required. Last, we want to configure how we want to deploy the logger. Here you will select your logging interval, logging mode, how you want to start the logging session, and what happens when you stop logging. You can also turn on or off the LCD screen. Turning off the LCD screen conserves battery power. Before moving ahead with the deployment, I would like to briefly touch on the different logging modes and start modes available to you. There are 3 logging modes available: normal, burst, and statistics. In normal mode, data will always be recorded at the regular interval that you have selected. This is the default setting. In burst, logging will occur at different intervals when a specified condition has been met. And in statistics, statistic mode allows for the max, min, and average and standard deviation calculations to occur during logging sampling at a rate you specified. There are 4 start modes to select from: now, at interval, on date and time, and push button. Now, logging begins immediately. At interval, logging begins at the next even interval. On date and time, logging begins at your specified date and time that you have selected. And on push button, logging begins once you press the start-stop button for 3 seconds. Now all that's left to do is to start your USB-5104 by depressing the button start key in the bottom right-hand corner. When your testing is complete, you will need to retrieve your data. You can do this using our USB-5100 software package. The logger will continue to log data unless you have stopped it or it is full. You can stop the logging session by depressing the same button used to start the logger. Connect the USB cable to the USB-5104 and to your USB port. To download your data, click on the readout device icon in the upper left-hand corner. If you did not previously stop the logger, you will be prompted to either stop or let it continue to log data. Once the download is complete, click Save to save your data. After saving the data, you can select what sensors and/or events you want to plot. Then click Plot to display your data. Well, that's how easy it is to log and display data using our USB-5104. Stay tuned to Measurement Computing for more how-to videos on our USB-5104. Thank you.